The nature of reality itself and our ability as a biological organism to perceive things. There's just so many limitations. And what I find in paradigm after paradigm, the mainstream concept that we're taught basically excuses anomalies. Oh yeah, there's this one little thing that we don't really understand, but it's okay. We don't have to get rid of the whole model. Whereas I look at it very differently because I want to understand, like, what's the nature of reality? Who are we? Why are we here? What does it mean to be here at all? And it's like, I use this analogy in the Cosmos book. If there's a law, it says all swans are white. And the two of us go around the world and we find 1 million white swans, and one day we find a swan that's black. The law has been violated. The law says all swans are white. All means all. And a lot of these quote-unquote laws, like the law of gravity, Newton's gravity is unable to explain Mercury's motion around the sun in the sky. It is a model that's not comprehensive. So that means it doesn't work. And some people will say, oh, it works on local scales, but maybe not the big ones. No, the theory doesn't work if it's unable to explain something. And so what happens is all these paradigms just keep defending themselves by saying, well, we can explain the majority of things, and it's okay, there are a few things that we don't understand, but we'll fit them into our model. And then we end up with models that have huge holes in them everywhere. It is a really important point that I would say I'm experiencing personally, that when I learn about these new paradigms, and I have my own paradigm shift, there is an added lightness. And I would say that the Cosmos one might be the biggest. I'm not sure. The Liberty was really big, thinking was really big, but something about Cosmos unexpectedly. Why would I feel liberated after challenging the cosmology that I thought we lived in? And what I think now, just a hypothesis, is that maybe our health is being affected, and even our strength, if we are living in falsehoods that some part of our being and our biology knows not to be true. It's almost like if we hadn't been educated with what the authorities told us, we would never believe many of the things that we believe. Cosmology is a great example, but we can find them all over the place, where we only believe something because of some mental gymnastics and a bunch of math that someone did, or some complex stuff that people did under a microscope, and we're just supposed to trust what they did, for example. And then we end up living within these falsehoods and then developing fears around them. But when the falsehoods, we start to shed them, there's something liberating about that that's probably healthy and actually keeps us in a stronger place. And for those who want to control and suppress, that's probably not a good thing, because then we become less controllable, more independent, and we don't fit along with the agenda.